Hi guys, I'm Anita and I'm back with another video, and today it's time for a small book haul. It's not very big this time, I promise you. This is my books that I've accumulated over October and the beginning of November, and so I'll call it my November book haul. The first books that I received were from awesomebooks.com. They had a sort of 10% discount on books. I made an order of 5 books that I really wanted to get to. I have already talked about these in my Do It readathon, I think. So if you watched that, you've always seen these books, but if you haven't, then you'll see it now. The first thing that I got was The Dead Zone by Stephen King, which I recently finished and really enjoyed. One of my favorite Stephen King so far. Yeah, highly recommended. The next one I got was Doomsday Book by Connie Willis. This is the first book in the Oxford Time Travel series. This is a sort of science fiction series and very praised among science fiction readers, and some of the books in this series have become SF Masterworks. I think there's one of them called Say Nothing of the Dog or something like that. I'm very much looking forward to getting to Connie Willis. The next one I got from there was The Buried Giant by Kazuo Ishiguro. I really wanted to read this. I think I heard about, I've seen this ages ago, but I heard again about this in a panel I went to at the Fantasy Festival with a guy who translated this book into Danish, but I decided to get the English copy because I want to read them in English. I think this is going to be an interesting fantasy type book. The next one I got was The Princess Diaries by William Goldman. This is a very popular book among some of my booktube friends, and they really enjoyed it, and I've heard that the movie is just as good as the book because William Goldman also wrote the screenplay for the movie, so like it stays pretty true to the book. And so I want to both watch the movie and read this. I think it's really nice that I could find such a nice edition. It's a bigger hard copy and I really like it. It's like, yeah. Very much looking forward to reading it. Sorry, I forgot about a book that I also received in my awesomebooks.com order, and that was Reaperman by Terry Pratchett, the 11th book in the Discworld. This is definitely one of my absolute favorites I've read so far in the Discworld series, and I really look forward to getting back into these books. But yeah, I forgot to mention it, but this is also a book that I got from that order. The last and final book that I got from that specific order was The House of Special Purpose by John Boyne. This is a book that's set that centers around the Romanov family, and it follows a man who was sort of saved one of the Romanovs back in the day and was chosen to help being a bodyguard for the Tsar at the time, or the oldest son of the Tsar or something like that. And then it changes to a perspective later in the book, and I think we're going to be switching back and forth, and I'm very interested in reading this book. I'm very interested in the majority of books that has anything to do with the Romanov family because I find that story pretty interesting. So those were the awesomebooks.com part of this. Next I got 3 books that are going to be part of the Reading Vault reading group, but I never got around to reading the October one because I didn't get it until like yesterday, and that was Smoke Rose Up Forever by James Tiptree Jr. We were supposed to read some of the stories in here, so I'll find those stories and try and read them maybe in December or something so I can catch up with it. But it is a book that I really wanted to read. It's a short story collection of hers, and she wrote under the pen name James Tiptree Jr. I don't know if it was to hide the fact that she was a woman at the time, but it's very known as a very feminist science fiction, so we'll see if that is true. Then I also got a November Lady Vault book is Woman on the Edge of Time by Marge Piercy, so I really look forward to reading this one. This came almost as a scratch and dent, and I bought it new because they packed it in the wrong way, so like it's torn at the top here. I'm very much looking forward to it. I have no idea what this is about, but yeah. I really enjoyed the first book we read in this book club, so hopefully I'll keep enjoying those books as they go. Then December's Lady Vault book is going to be Grass by Sheri as Tepper, so I have heard a lot of things about Sheri's Tepper, so I'm really eager to get to some of her books, and I also got that in the Masterwork edition because I'm trying to collect them a little bit, because I really like how they look with the spines and all. The last and final book that I received or bought over the past month or so is a pre-order, and it's what I'm very much looking forward to, and that is the Wundersmith, The Calling of Morrigan Crow, the second book in the Nevermore series. I really loved the Nevermore book, the first book, and this has such a beautiful, this is like what it looks with the dust jacket, and this is how the naked hardback looks, and I just love that they spent so much time with the naked hardback as well, because this is insanely beautiful. And that is the UK hardcover edition, and yeah, the one I could get my hands on. I don't know if the and then the end pages looks like this. I don't know if the American ones have extra stuff like that, but definitely like this one. I'm gonna get the hard copy of Nevermore as well, because I've seen that that is just equally as beautiful. I am itching to pick this up. I think I may pick it up over the next week, because I think it's gonna be such a quick read, and I really am dying to know what will happen. And the first time I read Nevermore, you know, we got those Harry Potter vibes, even though it's not Harry Potter, it's not the same thing at all, but it's new and fresh, but you still got those whimsical feelings that you get when you read a Harry Potter book. And so I'm really looking forward to getting back into this series. And that, my friend, was all of the books. This is what the book stack is looking like. It's not that big this time around. I promise you it was sort of a short book haul, and I'm very excited and eager to read all of them. And I think these 3 books, at least these 2, will be read over the next couple of weeks, and so I won't have them on my shelf too long, my TBR shelf too long. So, but the other books are going to be wrapped up, and that's why I did this now, because I'm going to wrap up some books soon. And I don't know if you want to watch that. I'm thinking of sort of filming me wrapping up books. Yeah, definitely let me know in the comments down below if you've read any of the books that I've bought over the past month and what your thoughts were on them, if you did. And yeah, are you as equally as excited about the next Nevermore book as I am? Because I would also like to know that. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video very, very soon. Goodbye!